Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since we had something for Chicago Way, but with Great Escape Games doing the Kickstarter for some plastic U.S. Cavalry recently or for Dead Man's Hand, they also announced that Chicago Way was actually getting another new faction, so it's pretty cool to see something here. That is the Mounties, so bringing a Canadian faction here. So we're excited. We don't know anything about them as far as abilities and anything. So this one's just going to be an unboxing. We'll have a separate video where we analyze what this faction's all about. So it looks pretty dang good here. The uniforms are looking sharp. Should be nice and easy to paint up too. Looks like we got some grays, browns, and greens going on for the most part. Looks like a lot of pistols. Got a couple rifles in there. Not seeing a shotgun, but we'll see what they're all about. There's no upgrade blister or anything for these guys yet, but I assume they'll get one at some point. So we'll get here and get this open up for you guys and show you what the minis look like and what you get inside. And then, like I said, separate video on a review for the faction. Alrighty guys, we're back. We got everything opened up here. So we get our minis, plastic bases for these guys. We get our 4 unique cards to be added for their faction special abilities. Their rule sheet as well. So just again, we're not going to review in this video, but looks like we get a captain. Our sergeant is an elite guy in this one. 2 or more Mounties, and then 0 to 4 cadets. Looks like as far as diversity of weapons go, we're actually one of the more limited factions. There's no shotguns. And looks like rifle is the only long gun that we get, and that's only under the Mounties, and we're paying a $200 recruitment premium for that. So it's going to be a lot of close range action with a little bit of long range support with these guys. So we'll be really curious to see what their cards do. Their big shtick, of course, is that they can be mounted, although there's no mounted minis yet for the Mounties. So not sure when we'll be getting those. A lot of neat special rules too, and just a whole slew of rules for them being mounted. Now, if we're playing with that, and we could, just use some like horses as proxies for the meantime, and then just use their dismounted figures. But basically, it's going to be one of the most mobile factions because of the horses, and there's some benefits to that. They can't buy cars for the faction, so this is going to be their sort of primary means of getting around quickly in scenarios that use that. Now, there's nothing to say they can't commandeer a car that's already there. They just can't purchase one as part of their force. But the horses do present some awesome options. Again, speed for one, especially if the scenario requires getting to objectives or just chasing somebody down or something like that. And then also some advantages for fighting from horseback and stuff as well. But again, separate video for the review. Let's dig into the models, because that's really the main thing that we're looking at here. So detail-wise, they're all pretty good. And as usual, just one-piece minis. So we got one of our riflemen here, a little bit of flash on all these guys, but that's typical for metals, no big deal. So good there for one of their long gunners. Another one here. Another one there on the back end. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, nice and simple, especially with these guys having uniforms. It's going to be, a pretty uniform painting operation. Oops, missed that little bit of flash there. This is the elite guy, at least with the way that the picture's presented. So our elite gunner. Again, a little bit of mold line and stuff there. Stuff to clean up, but not too bad. Our leader, oops, gotta bend that back a little bit. These did come with several bent pistols. It does come in like a bubble wrap blister, but they're all thrown into the bubble wrap, not like separated. So there's going to be some bending. So hopefully you get yours without any damage. But pretty good overall. Again, we'll get all that tidied up. One of the riflemen here. And then, last but not least, a couple more of the pistol-armed troops, more like the cadets here. Again, it'll be interesting to really see, I guess, what their rules do. And especially their cards. Yeah, it should be a nice, simple faction to paint up. So there we have it. Always cool to see a new faction. We got the Peaky Blinders, of course, and the British Coppers, somewhat recently over the last year or so, and then now these guys. So we're slowly ticking up there in some more factions to play for the game, and just presents another unique opportunity to have a little bit more of an interesting force in the game, and we can vary the matchups a lot. So that is a quick look at the new Mounties, guys, for, again, the Chicago Way from Great Escape Games. Should be available for everybody now. We'll have a second video here following up with, again, just a rules analysis and faction analysis, so stay tuned for that. But let us know if you're eager to pick up the Mounties. We're going to hopefully try and get these guys painted relatively quickly and start off the new year with some actual battles and stuff for you guys. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hit us up in the comments, like and subscribe, and we'll have more Chicago Way for you soon.